Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. In the past, we have temperance, balance, patience. Feels like you're processing something, and then the angel is turning base metals into gold, alchemizing one element into another. So it takes time, it takes patience to make this shift. So it feels like you're shifting, you're alchemizing something that you would not prefer into something that you would prefer. Feels like you're out of alignment, very unhappy in the past, not making moves. It feels like you're very stuck in your emotions, out of alignment, not making moves. Feels like you're reworking things. You're processing this sadness, maybe a chronic sadness, and working to alchemize that sadness into something you would prefer. It looks like your childhood, the way you were raised, keeps you blinded, keeps you small, it feels like there's a lot of beliefs that keep you small, that keep you believing that poor treatment like this in the Six of Cups is acceptable, that this is fair treatment of you. That you deserve less than others, less treatment, you're not equal. There's something about you that in the environment you grew up in that you're perceived as less than and treated as less. No wonder this created so much unhappiness in your life. It was how you were perceived and how people talked about you, even to you. And so you're accepting really terrible treatment of you, thinking that there's something wrong with you. And so it feels like in the past you're reworking this. It feels like until you rework these beliefs that are keeping you accepting less than what you deserve, of you not seeing your own value because the family of origin did not see your value, couldn't see you, couldn't perceive you, couldn't hear you, couldn't accept you. There's some type of other about you that made you an outcast, a scapegoat, and it looks like you couldn't really find a beginning that you wanted until you balance this out, until you realize that that's hogwash. That, of course, you have value. Of course, you're an amazing soul. Feels like you needed to figure out that you're not lead, that you're gold. And to stop perceiving yourself as lead, that you are gold. There's something, there's a lot to like deprogramming yourself from how you were treated in your family of origin, how you were raised. In this present energy, we've got the Queen of Wands, very charismatic, learning as she goes. This feels like your energy. You're learning as you go. You're willing to make mistakes. You learn, feels like you've accepted even the shadow aspects of yourself. Feels like this understanding your shadow and accepting, and then like the black cat putting it out in front of you. I see all aspects of myself. I accept all aspects of myself. Feels like this makes you a very inviting person, charismatic, because you can have the parts of yourself that your family couldn't have about you. Other, different, unique. But instead of viewing that as a problem, viewing you as a problem, you own your otherness. That's really powerful and empowering. So it feels like to be around you, someone who's accepted even shadow aspects of yourself. It feels like people feel very comfortable around you because you've accepted parts of yourself that society as a whole might deem as wrong or bad or something. Then it feels like people who are also other. People feel comfortable around you. They don't have to hide their otherness. This is really beautiful. I love this. There's a confidence that you exhibit by embracing all aspects of yourself. All right. Who's the... Okay, there's a King of Pentacles showing up in reverse in this current energy. It looks like the King of Pentacles in reverse, your response to them showing up is this. It feels like you've turned your back on this energy. Someone who cares more about appearances, what things look like. False front. This person is worried about their ego, about how things appear. They're not grounded. You have all this self-love. Oh, it looks like wow, it looks like people come to you because of this, your ability to love yourself and then give from the overflow. You're being looked at as someone with advice, with information. People are investing in you. And it feels like this King of Pentacles in reverse energy is not finding success. Very broke. Oh. Okay. Looks like you have learned who to invest in and who not to. And it doesn't look like you're investing in this King of Pentacles in reverse. They're publicly having a lack of success, a lack of victory. They're financially broke, destitute, and in their emotions or emotionally void. It feels like this person's very sad. Devil energy. Toxic. Very toxic. Feels like they're still operating in this devil energy. And it feels like there's someone who's not intuitive, someone who's not putting in the work, not putting in the effort. They don't have any potential. Oh, this might be the King of Pentacles in reverse. They might be losing money or losing their job. They're very unhappy. A lack of success, no desire, no energy, no success, no money, in their emotions, feeling very toxic, no potential. They might be losing their job. Definitely their finances are really hit. So why is this showing up? It doesn't feel like you're talking to this person. Okay. So this King of Pentacles in reverse energy is very emotional. Bad, like difficult emotions to process. And it looks like this King of Pentacles in reverse, the way that they process difficult emotions is they project it onto others. They blame others. This might have been someone who blamed you in the past and made you feel the emotions that they couldn't process. So they would project blame onto you, make you wounded, create a woundedness in you, so they don't have to feel those emotions. You do. You do the emotional labor. Feels like this is a bully that doesn't know how to process really difficult emotions. And they get others to do their labor for them. And it looks like a lot of emotions are coming up with the Moon card. And they don't have anyone to torture. They don't have anyone to abuse. And so they're just sitting in all these very painful emotions. Doesn't feel like this person, it feels like they're desperately want healing from these really difficult emotions. By the way, I'm not saying you're their medicine. I'm saying the opposite. This person needs to learn how to process their own emotions, sit with their emotions. It's not your job. Yeah. It feels like people are seeing this person clearly now because they're so overwhelmed in their emotions, because things aren't working and you're not interested in them. You're not investing in them. You've turned your back on them. You've iced them out. Feels like you've given enough to this person. You've learned your lesson. They're not an option. The cards that are your energy in the clarifying, you've got your back turned to this person. They're not an option. You are not their medicine. All right. In what's hidden, we have justice. This is justice playing out. This is their karma. They're overwhelmed in their emotions. So to kind of force them, it feels like karma is giving them an opportunity to finally face their emotions, to learn how to temper emotions, how to turn those base emotions into gold. Those uncomfortable wounds, lower vibrational energies, not bad, just they are at a lower vibration. Woundedness, sadness, depression, anger, frustration, resentment, anger, revenge, all those lower vibrational energies. It looks like you, from the very beginning of this reading, you've been learning how to process emotions, how to turn those uncomfortable emotions into emotions you would prefer to exhibit. So it's like you're an alchemist. And so people who have relied on unpaid emotional labor by abusing and bullying people to project their emotions onto others and have the others process their emotions. It looks like People are seeing that this person doesn't know how to heal themselves, how to translate, how to transmute these energies. And so it's creating justice. For some of you, there's something more around justice coming through. High honors. Nice. A funeral reverse. Someone doesn't want something to be over. That's this person. But you're in the energy of justice and high honors. It doesn't feel like they can reach you vibrationally. Something's not over, and it's about money. For some of you, it feels like there is maybe a court case, maybe an inheritance that's part of the mix. Family reversed. Soulmate reversed. You might have thought this was your soulmate. This is consequences of bad actions. Established reversed. Unsettled, insecure, a lack of wealth. Feels like for some of you there is a court case, there's some type of justice around money, maybe an inheritance. It feels like it's working its way out. It feels positive. It feels like people are seeing you as honorable. All right, moving on to the advice and outcome, we have 6 of Cups. I think you've come a long way. I think that there's a message here of taking a look back at how far you've come. Instead of looking at the story of your life, looking back as victimhood, it feels like it's a road to empowerment, self-empowerment. Feels like you have really elevated yourself from where you started. And you've taken that energy that you were given from your family of origin and the beliefs and that were very low vibrational, very like lead, heavy, dense, solid, unworkable. And instead of carrying that weight, instead of passing that weight on to someone else and making them process it, which is the family generational kind of patterning here. I don't know how to deal with my emotions, so I'll project it on to someone, a scapegoat, blame them chronically, so I never have to ever alchemize my own emotions. And it looks like you've stopped that patterning. You've learned how to process those emotions, alchemize them, continue to do that, and you're not doing it for others. So they can learn. It's not your job to do that. It never was. But it looks like have ended that pattern. And it feels like it's necessary for you to really recognize how far you've come. Give yourself a pat on the back. A lot of pats on your back. I feel a lot of pride here, a lot of joy, a lot of celebration for breaking generational curses. A lot of justice and happiness coming in for you. So hope that helps. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. Bye.